Hey, welcome back to lightloveandspirit.com. So, as promised, we are going to generate a routine that will help you to be more efficient. We talked about being productive and to-do lists and all of the busy things that can get in the way of our to-do list. Our to-do list could be 5 miles long, as seen here. I wrote this up this morning. Will all of that get done today? No. Does it all absolutely need to get done today? Is it all priority? No. So that's what we're going to talk about, okay? And in the other video, hopefully you saw that one on productivity, I talk about taking inventory of your routine, of your daily routine, and being 100% honest with yourself. How much time are you spending on a screen? How much time are you taking for yourself, which you need to do? How much time are you starting and stopping and going here and coming back and then starting and stopping again and running this errand here and this errand here? And how much are you actually batching together? So how much of your work can be batched together? So this is what I want to do. I want to write up a 2-day routine so that you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to batching things and getting things done, okay? So hopefully you took inventory of your day. If not, pause this video, find the video on productivity, go through and take inventory of your day, see where you can mark out some time for yourself. And I think you'll be surprised if you run the tracker that keeps track of how much time you're actually on your phone. You may be surprised at how many more hours are available to you throughout the day. No judgment here. I only know this because I did it myself. Okay, so let's talk about the day. Can you wake up about 15 minutes earlier, 20 minutes earlier? I know it's hard. I am not a morning person. I get up between 5 and 5:30 every day now because I have to. I have to if I want to fit in yoga. I have to if I want to fit in a meditation, and I have to if I want time for myself, because having kids is no joke, and they always think that being on the phone and meditating is the best time to come and talk to you. So let's be real. Can you wake up 15 to 20 minutes earlier, even earlier if you can, okay? So let's say you wake up at 6 a.m. 6 a.m., wake up. Okay, don't mind my handwriting. I should have got a whiteboard for this video, but I didn't. So then you do something like yoga, meditate, shower. Start your day on the right foot. So give yourself 10 minutes to do meditation. Give yourself 20 minutes to do some yoga, and give yourself however long it normally takes to take a shower. So maybe you wake up, if you don't do one of these things, maybe you wake up 30 minutes early just to fit it in. Yoga with Adrienne is great. She's on YouTube. She has anywhere between 10 and 45-minute practices. So just, you want to do something first thing in the morning that gets your body up and moving and get your energy moving within you, okay? So then you want to look at what's your day like? What's your commute like, okay? Most of us have to be at work at a certain time. Maybe you have kids that have to be on the bus at a certain time. Those are things that are unavoidable. Okay, you have to fit those into your schedule. So go ahead and write those in. You're at work from what time to what time? Go ahead and block that off. We need to start looking at our day and how can I batch things together? So let's take, I'll use myself as an example because I know my schedule. You will know your schedule, so you'll see where this fits. Batching things together, which is how I've always worked, and I actually just started working with a coach who suggested this, so I was giving myself a pat on the back for already doing something good. So always pat yourself on the back if you're doing something good. Batching things together. What does that mean? It means that we take things that are similar, things that we can do together, and we do them all on one day or within the same time period, right? So instead of starting, so for me it would look like this. Instead of, which this is what I do some days, and I'm getting better about it, I'll do a call. I'll do a coaching call or a reading, and then I'll go and I'll try to work on an article for 30 minutes. Well, it takes me a good 15 minutes just to get into the flow of writing. And if you're a writer, you know that once you get into the flow, you do not want to stop. And sometimes it takes a while to get into that flow. So if I'm doing a call, pausing, setting myself up for writing, starting to write, having to stop 30 minutes into the flow to do another call, and then after I get off that call, doing a video, it's a nightmare. I don't give my best self to whoever I'm with on the phone because I may be thinking about something else, and I'm certainly not giving my best self to my work because I've not given it the time and attention that it deserves. So where it looks like I'm being productive by filling in the holes, all I'm actually doing is starting and stopping. Nothing's really getting completed to the best of its ability or to the best of my ability. So when I talk about batching, for me it looks like this. I will take a day to do all of my calls. So I'm in the spiritual zone from the time that I wake up until the time that I go to bed. Like, I am on it. I'm open, I'm on it. By the end of the day, I'm usually like talking nonsense because I've been so spiritually up in the clouds and aligned that I need to really get grounded. But I love those days because it's reading after reading, and when I do it like that, coaching, reading, when I'm doing my calls and I'm spiritually aligned, everyone gets the best of me that day. My clients get the best of me, spirit gets the best of me, I have the best connections on those days, they're the most meaningful, I get the most specific things on those days, and it's wonderful. I batch them all together because I get to stay in the spiritual flow. Then on days like today, I'll take the day and I'll do videos. All of the videos that I need to do for my membership or for YouTube or for the site, for whatever I need to do. Any videos, any meditations I need to record, all of my recordings on one day. So I can go back to back to back. I'm in the flow on that project. Then I'll do another full day of calls. Again, I get to be spiritual. Again, so I'm being balanced, right? So I'm spiritual, analytical. This is balance for me because this is the job that I'm in. And then, or the career that I get to be in, the career that I choose, right? I love it. But you do have to have that balance. You can't be spiritual all the time. You can't be grounded all the time. You have to find a balance. So then the next day will be a day for writing. So I get into the flow. I love writing days because I can take my laptop, I can go to the beach, I can go to the woods, I can sit in my office. As long as I'm getting started around the same time of day and I'm working in my zone, so I know when I'm most productive. And for me, that's between 9:30 and 2:30. That is my, I can crank some stuff out in those hours. If I get started too early or I try to start too late, I'm not as productive, and I know that. So I would also invite you, along with batching your work, to find a time slot. What time slot during the day works best for you? When are you the most productive? And then schedule your day around that. For you, it may be first thing in the morning. It may be at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I feel like I have no brain cells left. So, find what works for you, okay? So then you want to go and you want to figure out. So let's say you're at work, corporate offices, they love for you to multitask. My old office used to love 4 meetings in a day, plus they still wanted 15 things done during the day. I don't know how anybody did that. So you want to look at how can you break out your day. If you're most productive between 9:30 and 2, can you take an hour and a half to work on one straight project? Take a 20-minute break, and then can you take another hour and a half to work on one straight project and take a 10-minute break? So you want to give yourself breaks and to ground, to reconnect, to meditate, whatever it is that kind of resets you and gives you a little break, or, to check your phone, scroll through Instagram, Facebook, just I would invite that you find positive things, not something that's going to throw you off track, right? So nothing that's going to take you down a rabbit hole. So find out where you can block and structure throughout your day 1 to 1.5 hour work periods. 1.5 hours for straight work. Now you can get an app on your phone that every time you try to pick it up will tell you, it's not time yet, you're still supposed to be being productive. That will remind you to put it down. You can use a mantra, like I mentioned in another video, to set yourself up for success. That doesn't mean you're setting yourself up for success a year from now. It means you're setting yourself up for success a couple hours from now, tomorrow, next week, by doing the small tasks that you don't want to do. So the way that we become more productive and more efficient is to look at our schedule. Give yourself a little bit of time in the morning for you. Okay, start your day out for you. Set your intention for the day. Get your body moving in whatever way that looks like for you. Going for a run, going for a walk, doing some yoga, some stretching. Get your body moving. Take a shower. Just, get yourself ready for the day. Get the things done you have to do. So family, commute, things like that. When it comes to your day, see where you can batch things together. Where can you take an hour in the morning to do your emails, or would it be more efficient for you? Because if you're like me, you get lost in those emails and you sit in there for a long time. You take your emails and you move them to the end of your day. You don't even look at them until the end of your day. And if you're in a corporate office, that's tough. So maybe you, at the end of each of your increments, because I know I was there, at the end of each of your increments, you give yourself 15 minutes to respond to emails, okay? However it looks for you. You want to try to batch things together. An hour and a half for this project, break. Hour and a half for this project, break. Or if you can, it would be even better to dedicate one full day to batch work. So one full day for meetings, one full day for writing, one full day for administrative tasks, one full day for accounting. However it looks for you, this is my workshop for you. And the most important part of this is to figure out where you fit in. When are your break periods and your quit periods going to be? When do you turn off the open sign? When do you have time for yourself?